Hi, Carissa. And yeah, I mean, you look at Goff and the Lions' big picture. They're 8-3. This is a dream season. But then you zoom in. They've not played as well lately. Goff certainly hasn't played as well lately. What's your level of concern for him and the Lions?
Head coach Dan Campbell went back and looked at this, and he's brought it down to one item. There's just one thing they have to correct. Now, unfortunately, it's a very big thing, and that's the turnover situation, because that impacts everything else. They've had slow starts. That's a part of that. They've gotten out of rhythm. Turnovers are a part of that. The Lions want to play a certain way, and when they have turnover issues, it takes them out of that style.
I like it when it's simple. You got the turnovers for the Lions. Very simple thing for the Saints as well. They're moving the ball as well as anybody. They're not scoring, though, once they get down there. Red zone offense has been atrocious.
It's unbelievable. 0 for 5 last week against Atlanta. Now, sometimes things are going to happen. Jesse Bates made some great plays. Derek Carr hasn't had a red zone interception all season. Taysom Hill hadn't fumbled the ball since 2018. So sometimes there's some good plays. But what they are in control of are the penalties, the negative plays. They cannot get behind schedule when they're in the red zone this afternoon. If you're going to get better, this is the defense to get better against. They're number 30 in the NFL when it comes to red zone touchdown percentage.
Yeah, maybe home sweet home, just what they need. Their first home game in almost a month coming up today, Carissa.
Great stuff as always, guys. We appreciate it. They're on the call for that game. You just heard him talk about those turnovers for Jared Goff as a quarterback. Mike, what do you do in that moment, and how do you turn it around?
Yeah, well, it's natural to become hesitant, start second-guessing yourself. You know, the most important thing, you got to simplify the game, start playing keep away with the defense. My former quarterback, Matt Shaw, backup, used to always tell me when I got a little erratic, you know, start just taking what the defense gives you. It really settles you down. We look at what Dak Prescott went through over the last couple of weeks, and, you know, him playing good football, better football now. It was about, you know, getting rid of the turnovers. He did that. They're a Super Bowl caliber looking team, and that's what Jared Goff got to do. He looks totally different from week one to right now.
Slow it down.
Yeah, I think this team's lacking confidence, the Detroit Lions, right now, and knowing a guy like Dan Campbell, who comes from Sean Payton, who comes from Bill Parcells. These guys are such practice-type coaches. If you're trying to get your confidence back, you develop it through practice. Practice execution becomes game reality. I guarantee they've heard that scheme or that saying. So I expect a mentally tough Dan Campbell to get his flag carrier, Jared Goff, mentally tough again and get their team playing their best to get into this last stretch of games.
Practice, execution, game reality. Is that
Practice, execution becomes game reality.
I love that.